chase it. Money's moving to me. I'm a millionaire. Money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it.
Hey, 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 what's going on, beautiful people? Happy Thursday to you all. I hope that you're having an amazing day thus far. If not, it's about to get that much better, baby. So if you're watching me live, let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from on tonight. Let me know who is here, rep your city, rep your country. Let me know where in the virtual building you are watching me from tonight. So, listen, y'all, I am not going to be long before you tonight at all, but I did want to come on here to drop these gems on you real quick to shake some things up and wake some of y'all up. Okay, somebody? So if you're watching live, let me see who is here, who is in the building with me. Colorado's in the house. Hey, hey, hey. It must be freezing in Colorado if it's cold out here. Hey, Pastor Sean, what's going on, my sister? So, y'all, let me go ahead and get into what I want to share with you guys tonight because, honey, I'm going to share some powerful things with you, right? So, I'm going to start with my intro as I always do. My name is Sharita Leon. I went from being a homeless, disabled, single mom to a two-time #1 best-selling author with books that were the bestsellers list for over 2 years straight. I'm also a life relationship and business coach and internet marketing strategist, entrepreneur, international speaker, and the protege of legendary Les Brown, a Forex trader and investor. And I empower my tribe to live their God-given purpose while creating wealth and have healthy relationships. I'm also a believer, and my faith is exuded in all that I do. So welcome, everybody. I feel like I have something on my lip and it's bothering me. Hey, Miss Carolyn. So, y'all, no lie. Last week, I get a screenshot from someone in my organization. Thank you, Pastor Sean. That's what happens when you speak too many languages. Like, y'all don't even know I'm multilingual. So sometimes stuff comes out the wrong kind of way. But so I get a screenshot from someone in my organization, and they were dumbfounded, like, whoa, how did this happen? Like, how did I make this money? And they hadn't done anything. So the purpose of why I'm actually doing this video is because I want to highlight the power of residual income. I want to highlight the power of timing and positioning. Like, sometimes we hear that and we think that's just jargon. We think somebody's just trying to sell you a dream and talk to you about something that's not real. But let me tell you something. If you literally tap into the power of residual income and timing, especially in a company that just gets started and is about to blow up into billionaire status, it'll change your life. So I get this text message from someone. They share with me a screenshot. And they're like, whoa. Now, mind you, let me give you some backdrop of what actually took place. This person is not actively doing my business at all, okay? They're not. But they were smart enough to keep their smart chip on to make sure that their residual income still came in, although they weren't doing it anymore. What does that mean? That means that they literally had positioned themselves because of how our organization is growing, because of the fact that we have products that actually really work, because of the fact that people actually want our products so they come back and keep buying it. They were like, I'm not going to really be doing this, but I'm not going to be dumb enough to not keep my smart chip on. So what happens now? Well, when you do that, you have the opportunity to make money residually. What is residual income? Residual income is being able to do something once, right? Doing something, having a strong foundation that you build, and then you can make money in your sleep, while you're traveling, while you're doing whatever you want to do. You do not have to actively or be involved where you have to do some type of work to get the money, okay? As someone who is a best-selling author, I still get residual checks from my books this day. I've written my book 7 years ago, but I still get residual checks. The same thing is the same concept in network marketing. This person literally made almost $1,000 in 1 week and is not even doing the business. So they literally have been on doing whatever they want to do, right? Winning in the other areas of life. But because they are still in my active growing organization, they make money. Almost $1,000. Why am I sharing that with you? Because there are some of you right now that have been watching for some time. There are some of you that actually got started and you quit. But see, y'all weren't as smart as this other person was. See, this other person said, I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to keep my auto ship intact. So guess what? That person was still getting residual checks. Some of y'all have been sleeping when you could have been making money doing nothing. What happened? Well, there were people in that person's pay leg that got activated that said, we're going for it. And guess what? Because those people that they don't even know decided to move forward, they are now receiving residual checks from a business that they're not even really building. Why am I sharing that with you? What would happen if you decided to position yourself in a company that's so growing, right? That has amazing products that people actually love and people come back and buy, that is going to be $1 billion company, that literally is only in year one. What would happen if you positioned yourself in a team that's growing? And let me give y'all some backdrop real quick, right? I may just even post a video tonight because I want you guys to have a grand scheme of things. Not only is Tava a company that literally is 13 months old, right? Or maybe 14 now, right? We're in December. But literally, our organization is growing every single day like crazy. Okay? Like crazy. Now, I was smart. The reason why I got started in Tava, listen, I didn't want to do network marketing again. I said, I'm done. I'm not doing that thing no more. I'm good. I said, listen, I watched what Kenny Lloyd did in another company. And I said, listen, if this company blows up like that other company blows up, I'm going to be good. That's what I said. Now, emotionally, I wanted no parts. Look at your neighbor and say no parts. Okay? I wanted no parts. But I said, if this company blows up like that other company, see, I wasn't there when that other company came to America. I was in one of those 7 families that Mr. Lloyd worked with and helped, create millions. I was not one of those people in that other company that y'all already know what I'm talking about. But I said, if I could be a part of this company and they do that, I'm good. But let me tell you why. Because my diamond leader, my personal sponsor, is sponsored by the owner of the company. I need y'all to put your business hat on. This is what I did. My sponsor is sponsored by the owner of the company. So I said, okay, positioning. Remember, I started off this broadcast saying timing and positioning is everything. So I knew I would be positioned in a way that, baby, once this company blew up, oh, Sharita was going to be good. And that's what I did. A year later, I'm grateful I did that. But it's only still year one. Listen, a lot of y'all know about a lot of big names, people that have been able to create a lot of success in the company that my CEO was a part of. But this is where vision comes in. Because if he was able to do that for a company that didn't belong to him, and now has everything needed to supersede what he did then, wouldn't you want to be one of those first people in that first year? So that way, 6 years later, 7 years later, you become the big name that everybody knows about. You become the one that they call to go speak at Go Pro and all these other network marketing events. You're the one that becomes the 7-figure earner. Wouldn't it just make sense to be at the forefront at the beginning when this thing pops off? That's just what business-minded individuals would do, whether you're emotionally invested or not. I was not emotionally invested. In fact, that's probably the reason why it took me a little time to actually start hitting the ranks, because I said I was done, but I placed myself in my organization, though. That's what I definitely did do. And so it is with a person that just got nearly $1,000 last week who's not doing my business, but they're active. This is a call to action for a lot of you. Because, see, many of us, especially in the African American communities, we don't have the full concept and grasp of what residual income actually means, what passive income actually means. Because I am someone, praise God, Annette, I am someone who's a wealth advocate. So because I'm a wealth advocate, I understand that in order for wealth to be created, it must be done through passive residual income. Most people are accustomed to linear income, which means they exchange time for money. You clock in, you get a check, you leave, your money stops. That's why wealth could never be created that way. But once you tap into residual income, your money begins to work for you. So the reason why that person was able to get a check of almost $1,000 last week was because there were people working together, cooperative economics. There was a system in place that would allow for them to be able to do whatever they want, not even be actively moving and shaking or building and doing anything that pertains to Tava, but still make almost $1,000 in 1 week. It's because cooperative economics was working on their behalf. See, we have to start thinking like the wealthy people do, because wealthy people understand passive income. They understand residual income. That's not just in real estate. That's one way of getting it done. But network marketing by far is one of the greatest ways to do that, because you're leveraging systems. You're leveraging the efforts of everyone working collectively. And this is what I love. This is teamwork on a different level, because in the same fashion that I was able to see that person make that much money, I had my biggest check last week helping other people get to where they wanted to go. Not doing what I wanted to do. I was helping other people get to where they wanted to go and made the biggest check in my type of business thus far. And let me tell you this. The funny thing is, if I be transparent with you all, my check was actually bigger than when I actually hit executive director. Do you guys get that? The concept behind it is helping other people get to where they want to go, and you by default end up winning. Where else can you do that? Nowhere. So this is not the time to be spectating, because this at bare minimum, if you said, I don't want to do anything, but maybe you've tried the type of products before and you know they work, honey, secure your spot, because you never know who may come 6 months from now, 7 months from now, a year from now, 3 years from now, who decide to actually blow up in this opportunity. And because they're underneath your organization and you stayed active, you get a residual check. I'm just saying, stop being emotional and get logical. Put your business hat on, tap into some vision for a little bit and see how that works for you. You don't know who's going to show up in your business and blow it up. You just don't know. There'll be many people that leave. That's just part of the game. There'll be many people that leave. But there'll also be people that will come if you're consistent in showing up. That's just what it is. There'll be many people that will come. It's the same story of having like a Rose Walker, someone who locked in her spot when Tava first pre-launch, didn't want to do any of the business. Then she decides to get activated. She does the business and goes executive director in 6 weeks. You don't know when people are going to show up. But one thing for sure is, if you're not there, you'll never know. That's just what it is. If you're not there, there are people that have joined me in my business simply because they said you've been consistent. They've seen me from day one till now, and now they're ready. Now, granted, these people could have made a whole lot more money if they started when I did, but the point is they position themselves now. And the beautiful thing is, we're just getting started. Like, we're literally just getting started. So the names, the people that you see now, like myself, like a Pastor Sean, baby, these are the same people that you're going to see 7-figure earners. Those same big names that y'all know about now won't be the same. Well, I'm not going to say they won't be the same. Let's just say they'll be added to them, right? And I'm one of them. So you want to make sure that you position yourself. You position yourself to win. Because timing and positioning is real. Timing and positioning is real, especially in this industry and especially in my organization. I'm just saying, like, I'm not lying. I'm going to tell you the truth. So I'm telling you right now, there's some people that quit. Hello, Chanel. There's some people that quit that would have got a check last week, the week before that. They would have gotten a check if they didn't quit. Better yet, let me rephrase that. Not just quit. If they had their smart ship, they would have gotten a check, even if they decided to quit the business. That's the power of residual income. That's the power of positioning yourself in this industry in a team that's on fire, that's growing literally by the day. That's the power. You need vision. You need literally logic. And you see great success. So this is a call to action. This is a call to action for many of you that may have been watching and haven't moved forward. Don't be that person. Don't live, because what's going to end up happening is regret. Don't be the person that lives in regret. Be the man who lives in the arena, the woman who lives in the arena. If you don't know what that is, go and look it up on Google, the speech from Theodore Roosevelt. Be that person. Because I'm telling you, it pays off. Even when you don't feel like it. Trust me on this. There are many moments when I don't feel like it. This is not always exciting. This is not always, oh my gosh, things are great. That's not what it always is. That's not the reality. But what is true is that once a consistent blueprint is there, praise God, Chanel, let's get it. When consistent action is there and you have a blueprint, numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Men will lie, women will lie, children will lie, but numbers don't lie. And if you follow a simple blueprint and you're consistent in following that and you're coachable, because that's the other part, folks don't want to be coachable, and you're coachable, things change. You see results. And so the call to action is to get in my inbox and to get started. Because I truly believe that there's so many people that have been in the back that have watched others from the front line and said, I wished I could be them. And honestly, I believe now you have an opportunity to position yourself to be one of those people. And I want to be really real with you guys. I want to be really real with you guys and be transparent. Come on, Annette. Get in my inbox. Let's go. Wait, this is the same Annette we've been talking from California? Girl, what? Girl, you better call me. You better call me. Let me be honest with you guys. There are times where it makes more sense to quit. There are times when it makes more sense to quit. And in those times, you need to be able to, one, have great accountability. Shout out to Pastor Sean. In those times, you have to be able to really tap into your vision and not what you're feeling. Because literally, it will change things for you. I was thinking today, and I got reminded today. Today, I was reminded, Sharita, you are at the right place at the right time. Sharita, this is what you always wanted. I had to remind myself. In spite of whatever emotional things may happen, the ups, the downs, the people that come, the people that go, life, things outside of just your business, and especially when you're running multiple businesses and you're still a mother and you're doing all these other things and stuff is going to happen. But Sharita, this is what you wanted. You never had this before. You never had this before. So either you're going to snap out and realize what is the real thing going on right now? What is the underlying, what is the root? See, we're reading a book this month in our book club, and it's called Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. And he talks about the root and the fruit of how people think about money. And oftentimes we look at the fruits like, oh my gosh, their bills are need to be paid, and oh my gosh, they're in debt. And we look at all the fruit, but we don't look at deep inside of the actual root. What is the root cause of what's going on right now? What's happening? What is really happening, Sharita? And I had to dig deep and say, this is what it is. There is some form of subliminal, subconscious, limiting belief trying to make you feel otherwise. And this is why it's imperative to constantly be reprogramming and retraining your mind. This is why the word says faith comes by hearing. It's ongoing. You can never stop. You can't take breaks. This is why I am so gung-ho about personal development and building yourself up to the point where I sleep listening to affirmations to subconsciously reprogram my mind. Because we need to get to the root of things, the subliminal, subconscious things that we don't pay attention to, that try to show up and tell us otherwise. It is imperative that you're constantly downloading in your spirit what you actually want. Because you could be this close to the biggest success in your life. And then something comes to trigger and your brain comes to protect you. That's what the brain does. The brain comes to protect you. And so it sends warning signs. Nope, don't do that. It's not going to work. Nope, don't do that. And why? Because it wants to make sure that you don't get disappointed again. Because the brain remembers the last time you started a business and no one showed up. The brain remembers the last time you recruited somebody and then they quit and then you didn't feel good. So the brain says, don't do it. It's not going to work. I'm spitting some game, y'all. You better get this. The brain sends signals and says, don't go try to speak to that person. They're going to say no because last time you did that, it didn't work. And so now the limiting belief comes and then you say, you know what? I'm not going to do it. That has to be reprogrammed with I can do all things through Christ. That has to be reprogrammed with people are attracted to me and they're in love with my contagious energy. That has to be reprogrammed with whatever I touch must prosper. That has to be reprogrammed. Because this is why many of us are stagnant and we'll start one day and then we'll stop. We'll start one day and then we'll stop because we have all this programming that comes to pop up and say, oh, don't do it. That's the root. See, you getting upset at the coworker was a trigger to make you feel that way. But that's just the fruit. The root is the deep stuff that we're not even conscious of until we really have practiced self-evaluation and or have coaches, have mentors to help us with thinking differently. Because most of us are not conscious of what we're doing. And so if there's no awareness, there can never be any solutions. And so we have to take the time out and say, nope, what's really going on right now? And do the exact opposite of what your body or your mind is telling you. And therein lies your success. So I say all this to say, if you do nothing but secure your position, now we don't like to deal with bare minimums, but I'm giving you an example. If you do nothing but a bare minimum of join a company off of the strength of what it can be, you'd be so much further along than a lot of people. Because the truth is, I told y'all, I got started in Tava in October of 2019 because I said, if I get started and just hold a position, if this company blows up, I'm going to be good. That was the logic behind it. From there on, I didn't have faith yet, y'all. I didn't have faith. I wasn't, yay, Team Tava. Oh my gosh, I love these products. No, I was not that girl. From then on, I borrowed the faith and the belief of my diamond leader, who was from day one was like, oh, we going diamond. Oh, we doing this. We're about to be millionaires. Like his belief is out of this world. He has vision. Like his vision is out of this world. That vision was big enough for my vision to fit in. And so little by little, my emotional side started to grow. Little by little, I started to believe in my own. Little by little, I started saying, wow, this is an amazing company. Little by little, it was like, wow, this is really alignment. But that did not come from day one. Some people have it from day one. But when you're broken and you've been in this industry and maybe your last experience was not the most beneficial, you could be a bit tainted. And that was me. I was tainted. I was hurt. I was like, I'm good. I know how to make money. I don't need to be talking to nobody. I don't want to sell no products. That was me. Okay. Look at me now. But some people get it from day one and they're excited. Other people have to grow in their faith. Other people have to stay close enough to stay plugged in, to stay close to the fire, so that way they eventually get activated. And that's the truth. I was smart enough to stay plugged in, getting on those training calls when I didn't want to get on those training calls. Doing whatever my upline leader told me to do, I did it, even though I didn't want to. I mean, I did not want, when I tell you I did not want to, I did not want to. But I did it. And today I'm seeing the fruits of it. So you may not be at the place right now where you're getting excited about this opportunity. You may not be excited about network marketing. You may not be excited about joining Tava. You may not be. Your faith may not be there. But if you could borrow my faith, if you could borrow my excitement, if you can borrow where I'm at right now, what our team is doing, honey, you'll be good. If you could do that and be coachable, oh, you'll see results. period. I have people literally making over $400 a day. Literally, like I'm telling y'all, this is not just talk. But that would have never happened if I didn't say yes over a year ago. So now is your time for you to push past your fears, push past your excuses and your past, and live into a new possibility. Allowing yourself to create what you actually want. Allowing yourself to grow, because I'm telling you, you could be the names that this whole entire industry knows a year from now, 6 months from now, 2 years from now. They could be calling you a documented 7-figure earner. They could call your name out. Chanel, Annette, Pastor Sean, and whoever else is watching that I don't know. They could be calling your name out. Because what I know for sure is they're going to be calling Sharita Leon. That's what I do know. Why? Because I'm a network marketing living legend. That's my confession. They will be calling Sharita Leon's name out. Well, it's going to be hyphenated, you know. But it will be Sharita Leon. They're going to be calling my name. The question is, will they be calling yours? Y'all come back and look at this. Y'all going to watch this video a year from now. And be like, she did say. Girl, she showing up did say that on that Facebook Live. She sure did. Will you be one of them? Will you be one of those people that I could sit back and say, yo, I remember when they got started. I remember seeing how she grew, how he grew. Will you be one of those people? That's the question. So I'm telling you, there's a reward waiting for you. There's a reward waiting for you if you would only take that first step. You know, I said today, you know, it's Throwback Thursday. And I said today I was going to have my time of Throwback Thursday. And so October of this year, we celebrated 1 year in Tava. And I went to Atlanta. And we had an amazing event. And I was able to be there with my CEO and other leaders in the company. And I'm so glad Pastor Sean is watching this, because when Pastor Sean and I met last year at our first Tava event, we were sitting in the back and we were watching all these other people get awards. And we said, oh no, this is never going to happen to us again. We said, this will never happen to us again. We said, the next time there's an event, we will be called up there. Okay? We said, we will be called up there. We will not be just sitting in the back. Let's go, Chanel. Let's go. Get in my inbox, girl. Let's go. And so, lo and behold, boom. Pastor Sean and I both hit executive director. Pastor Sean and I both hit executive. We came together in agreement. And months later, we were able to do it. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. Like, the things that you do when you come together is powerful, y'all. I'm telling you, it's powerful. So powerful. And so I want to share this video with you all that I was able to capture when I was in Atlanta with my CEO, Mr. Kenny E. Lloyd, on my Tava Throwback Thursday. I want you all to watch this, and I want you to realize something. It's not every day that you have access to the CEO of your company. One that actually cares about the people, number one. One that actually shows up and watches your lives, right? Like, our company is so different. I'm trying to tell y'all, on so many different levels, it's so different. I've never had this experience before, and I'm so grateful for it. That same event, I got an award. I got an award as an executive director. Remember, I told y'all last year, I went to my first top event. I said, I'll never let that happen again when I won't get an award. This year, I got it. And this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. You get to be a part of a movement. You get to be a part of history. You get to be a part of what's literally going to change lives. $1 billion company, and you have the opportunity to be there at the beginning. I need y'all to get some vision. I need y'all to get some vision to really see how your whole family could be blessed, and you'll totally change your life for real. For real. So let me show you this video real quick. My flashback, my Throwback Thursday, my time of Throwback Thursday with my CEO, Mr. Kenny E. Lloyd.
Hey, y'all. I am here with the CEO of Top, none other than the visionary leader, Mr. Kenny E. Lloyd himself. Oh my gosh, Mr. Lloyd, this weekend was amazing. 1 year, we did it, we crushed it, we conquered, and we are are going even harder for phase 2.
So let me say this.
Yes, sir.
Phase 2 is going to be amazing, but this is about you right now. It's not about me, it's not about Tyler. I want everybody out there to know I love Lisa. You know why? Because she is true. What you see is what you get. You understand? And I'm talking about what you see is what you get. And I love loyalty. She's very loyal. So you know what? I got you.
Thank you, sir.
I got you.
Get in my inbox. Let's go.
Get in my inbox, baby. Let's go. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, only believe until the end and go get your life. Be blessed, everybody.
Millionaires, money better cases. I ain't gotta chase it. I'm a millionaire.
Get your money.